redefining co-working.
Exceptional offices for every business.
This summer, eSpaces expands with 2 premier locations.
Cool Springs at Corporate Center and Brentwood at City Park.
Explore the private offices, team suites, and fully equipped meeting rooms.
Limited spaces are available.
Schedule your private tour now at espaces.com and be sure to check out all 15 locations at espaces.com.
That's espaces.com.
espaces.com.
You could actually turn this into one of your podcasts too.
I could, like a cross.
We could double
cross
up.
promo. Yeah,
You ask
I
us
like
questions, we ask you
Okay,
questions.
stay tuned. Who's your least favorite artist? There's something really classic and like iconic about the Flyover States.
Yeah.
You know, it's a song that you can listen to. I mean, you can listen to that one too. It's Try Them Small Town, but I don't know. There's something that just feels like you in 20 years it's still going to stand the test of time.
100%.
I've never heard of a label telling an artist that the reason a single didn't work was because of your performance.
Yeah.
I've never heard.
Well, they're
going to
say anything.
Usually say, "Oh, it's the manager." The manager says, "It's the label." You know.
Yeah, no, they're going to put any blame they can, but not on themselves.
Yeah.
Which I think was the thing that always carried with me too. You're still not good enough.
The Try That in a Small Town podcast begins now.
All right, welcome back. This is the Try That in a Small Town podcast, coming to you from the Patriot Mobile Studios, powered by eSpaces. We're loving it. Fun and different coming up today.
Fun and different.
Yes.
Fun and different.
Yes.
We have a very famous actress, country music singer. I guess she's a
Author.
She's also a podcast host. It's
Dancer.
going to be very
Mother.
intimidating.
She's a mother.
Dancer, mother.
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
does
so
it
Jana
all.
Kramer.
She
Jana
does it
Kramer's
all.
coming on with us. Have you guys seen any of her podcasts? By the way,
Not yet. But
I haven't seen the podcast.
I mean,
know what
we're
the
not
content
really
was.
the demographic,
Yeah.
but it's yeah.
she only has women on hers, apparently.
I think
Yeah.
it's a lot of women.
Yeah, because they talk about women's stuff.
Do they like bitch about men? Is that what this is?
I don't know.
Probably so. I don't know. I guess it's probably not the safe zone for us. All women podcast.
I mean,
I'm scared.
Probably much deserved.
Some of it. Yeah, some of it.
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll have to listen to it and see.
But she's going to be fun. I mean, we remember Jana from obviously the country music stint. I have to ask, do you remember what years that was? It was
I mean, it's all running together
It was
now.
like 2012
It was
or something
in the
in that
10s
area.
through 15s, 10 through 14.
Yeah.
But we met her back in the day,
Mhm.
and she was great.
Yep.
But of course, like she was on One Tree Hill,
One Tree Hill, which was huge.
Friday
been in a
Night
lot of
Lights,
stuff, yeah.
which is a huge TV show.
She's got some cool things going on. It'll be fun.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We don't want to waste any time because it's gonna be a great conversation. We're gonna get right to it here with Jana Kramer. All right, Jana, thanks for being here. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
I'm kind of nervous Jana's here. She does
Very
her own
nervous.
podcast. I don't know if you guys have
Being judged.
seen any of it.
Yeah.
We should be
Very
very
good.
intimidated.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
don't
you
think
guys are great.
we're not guests that are big enough to be on her podcast, but we're thankful that came on
No,
our podcast.
no, you guys are
you've not even
always.
mentioned
I
it.
just didn't
You've not
think
even
that.
mentioned it.
You know what's funny is that whenever we do have guys on the show, most because women are obviously listening, they like the men. Like they like when the husbands come on the show more than when we're talking. So
Really?
It's more geared toward women.
yeah, I mean we talk about like perimenopause and all
Oh,
the things
God.
that.
Yeah.
Well,
you
now, what
know-
makes you think we don't know anything
us.
about
I
that?
know exactly. So
I have
maybe,
hot flashes.
Yeah, it's true.
You actually need to talk to men, since we go through it,
Exactly.
victims of it. Really.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
well,
just-
I mean,
wow.
we wouldn't do well on the podcast.
Yeah.
You're talking about.
I think victims was a
Maybe I
very
cannot
strong
We're
word.
off to a bad start.
Yeah, and we're not a band.
Let's roll
so-
this over. Here we go. Take
Yeah, we're
two. Here we
individuals.
go.
We're not-
You could actually turn this into one of your podcasts too.
I could. Like a cross.
We could double
cross
up.
promo. Yeah.
You ask
I
us
like it.
questions, we ask you
Okay.
questions.
Stay tuned. Who's your least favorite artist?
Who's my least favorite
Yeah.
artist?
Oh,
Great.
well, let's go there.
Let's
Wow.
start this off with a bang
Let's
right
go
now.
there right away.
He's
I
probably the
love
only
it.
one that will tell you. You'll probably say.
Well, there's more than one.
Just say one. Say one. Start it off
my
strong.
least favorite artist.
Yeah.
Active, right? Or like
Current
Make
on
it-
the radio right now in the country music
Alive?
format.
This is great. We never do this. See, Jana, you're bringing it out. Go ahead.
I don't got to, man, right off the bat. I'm
Oh,
like, put me
come
right on the
on.
spot.
You call yourself thrash.
My
Thrash
We-
talk my ass.
He's soft. He's a
God
softie.
dang, I wasn't expecting this. I need a drink.
Wow.
Okay, so for the people that maybe don't know your podcast,
Yep.
it's the Wind Down podcast,
Yep,
right?
Wind Down. I've been doing it for 7 years on iHeartRadio, so it's been great. Yeah, so kind of before a lot of the podcasts had started, but it's a love-hate relationship, to be honest. So
Is it this big?
it is.
just 'cause I don't know.
It is so big. No, it's not. No, it's. I mean, it's been great. I've kind of been grandfathered into the iHeart, team and stuff.
Okay.
But it's the problem is what I was, chatting about before we started was a lot of things get taken out of context. It becomes a headline, and it's like and people really just want to read the headline as opposed to actually listening to the podcast. So there's times where I'll text iHeart and be like, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. Like, I don't want to do it. And then there's always that person that responds saying, hey, thank you for talking about that today. It really resonated. And so I'm like, oh, shoot, I'll do one more week. So
Yeah.
Is it a weekly thing?
it's every Wednesday it airs. And then I've got another one that airs on Thursdays. And then we have guest episodes. We do 3 episodes a week. So
How do you have time for
I
that?
don't know.
Wow.
It's crazy.
I mean, that's a lot.
yeah, we usually do it in one day. So it's about 3 hours in one day. So.
It's very intimidating.
I wish we could
Wow.
do that. Just bring different shirts and let's just get it done.
Oh, I just wear the same
One day.
shirt. Don't
That's
waste a
what I do.
shirt.
Really?
Don't waste, yeah.
Hold on, no costume
Oh, okay.
changes?
No costume changes.
Wow.
Do you think there's really people that listen to podcasts like yours and never listen to really what's going on? Just wait for a line that they can razz you about.
I think there's always someone that wants to twist someone's words because of whatever they're going through.
Yeah.
But I hope that the majority of people want to listen because they want to get to know someone or or to hear a guest talk about their experiences or relate. And that's why I listen to y'all's podcast. So there you go.
Nice.
But you do get positive comments.
Yeah.
Like so we don't. We hadn't experienced positive comments yet, but we're hoping
You will.
we're hoping we'll get there.
Yeah, you'll get some. You'll get positive.
Gonna hang in there. It's
good.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Good.
This.
Good.
So let's backtrack a little
Yep.
bit. For people that may or may not be familiar, famous actress, country music singer, best-selling author.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's a lot.
But let's go back to the actings. How did that start? How did that journey start for you?
So with acting, I grew up in Michigan. I loved acting. I didn't do theater, but I would go down to this place in Detroit, and it was a bunch of, at the time, 30-plus-year-olds, and I was, just 18, and in Detroit, and this acting coach from Chicago would come in and train, and I just loved every minute of it. So when everyone was applying for colleges and stuff, I was just like, I'm either going to New York or LA. And so I I did lie my way in, but I gave my headshot to an actor that was on a soap opera. His name was Aidan Turner, and I was his waitress in Detroit. And I was like, "Hi, I'm an actress. Like, here's my headshot." I mean, just now I cringe telling that story.
How old were you at this time?
I was 18.
Okay.
Yeah. So like super cringy, but I was just like, I really want to be an actress. Can you give this to your casting director? And then he gave me his email and said, email me, keep in touch and stay on me. And so I emailed him pretty much weekly until I graduated high school and was like, listen, I just need to know if I should go to New York or LA or just, I don't know anybody. I haven't actually done anything. And the casting director of All My Children actually called me and he was like, hey, so Aidan gave me your information. He's like, have you done anything? And I said, no. He goes, do you live in New York? And I said, no, I live in Michigan. He goes, well, then I can't use you because you're not, you have to be a local hire. Like, you've done nothing. And I was like, well, then I live in New York. Like, what do I need to tell you? Like, I live in New York. I'll fly there tomorrow. Like, please just meet me. Like, I beg you to meet me. And so I told my mom I booked a role on All My Children because there's no way that she would have let me just fly to New York without. So they threw this whole party. It was bad. Yeah. But I knew, I was like, I know if the man just meets me, I'm going to get casted. Like, I just know it. So I flew to New York, slept on my uncle's friend's couch and met the casting director. And he was like, can you read some of these lines? And so I read off of this little sheet and he's like, can you work next week? And I said, yeah.
Wow.
So,
Great.
yeah. So that's kind of how I got started. And then long story short, ended up going to Los Angeles at 19 and, did some shows like Entourage and Friday Night Lights, Grey's Anatomy, and then One Tree Hill was what really started it all for me.
I had forgotten you were in Friday Night
Yeah,
Lights when
I
I
love that
started to
show.
look it up. What a great! You guys ever watch out?
It was
What
such
an
a good show.
awesome
Great
show
show.
Yeah,
that was.
so great.
I didn't want to watch it, but they all got me into it, and then I couldn't quit.
Yeah, it was so good. I actually tested for the role of Minka's character, and then they ended up saying, like, you know, here's something that we want you to do later on. So, all right, here we go.
So that guy,
Yeah.
what's that guy's name? Kyle Chandler. Is he the?
He
Oh,
was
the
the
coach?
dad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
the coach. Yeah, yeah.
He seems like a pretty cool guy.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So nice. I had a couple scenes with him, and he was great.
Yeah, he
but
seems
the year that I was on, it got cut short because of the writer's strike. So during that time was when I started to kind of flirt around with music. I loved country music, and I was one of my best girlfriends in Los Angeles. She's like, you should be a singer. And I'm like, no, like, you're the singer. I'm just the actress. And I never sang out in front of anyone but her. But during the writer's strike, and I was off of Friday Night Lights, there was this show on CMT that was casting called Can You Duet?
Oh, yeah.
And her and I had done a few, like, we put out a few songs together because I was like, all right, I'll do this if you sing country music, because I knew she hated country music. And she was like, sure, I'll do it. And I'm like, oh, crap. So we just, wrote a couple songs together. Our band was called Moonshine. Montgomery was a song that we put out on MySpace, and the Can You Duet people saw it. And so they asked us to audition. So we flew to Nashville and auditioned at the Wild Horse Saloon. And I ended up making the show, but they cut her.
Oh.
And I just remember having them like, I can't do it without her. I'm like, I'm not a singer. Like, she's the singer. I just got lucky, and because they knew that I was on Friday Night Lights, and they were totally playing that storyline. And then I called my agent. I was like, what do I do? Do I go down this route? Do I not? And I ended up leaving the show because, they were like, the strike is going to be over soon. So I left because I just didn't think I could do it. I didn't have the confidence to sing. And so I left. And, but I've made a few friends from that show. And that's when I started kind of dabbling into music.
And was that, so I'm sorry, trying to put the timeline together. One Tree Hill was right before that?
So One Tree Hill was right after that. So
Okay.
After that whole Can You Duet thing, I can't remember, it was maybe like a year or so later, I auditioned for One Tree Hill series regular part, and I got it. And the first season, the season that I was on was great, but the creator was really into music. And at that time I was flying from Wilmington to Nashville and just writing with some of the local, I wasn't big enough to write with you guys yet, so never got that opportunity.
Kayla would have wrote with you.
Yeah,
Nobody wanted to write with me. And I even did some showcases. I got turned down by literally everyone. Joe Galante.
Yeah, join the club.
Borchetta, every single one. Hendrix, every single one of them. And so, but I still kept just kind of writing, flying back and forth. And when I was on the show, I said to the creator, I was like, look, I have no idea if I can sing or whatever, but this is what I've been doing in Nashville. Can you just take a listen and let me know what you think? And then he turned my character into a singer on the show, and he surprised me with it. He's like, hey, read this script. And so that's when I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And he's like, and let's put this song, I Won't Give Up, on the show in Whiskey. And from there, then the labels were interested, because when it aired on the show, the people bought it like crazy. It shot up, on the iTunes stuff. And that's when I got my record deal with Warner.
Yeah. How can you help us?
The beautiful
Not
word.
How can they help you?
Yeah.
Showcase. What a brutal. We talk about this a lot on here, like showcasing what that used to be like here, where you'd play your 5 songs for the industry at 5:30 at 12th and Porter, or wherever
So
you're
you
doing
did
it.
that locally
Oh, I
here
did,
in
yeah.
town with the band, and
Before, it was a Glenn, God, what was his name? Glenn Mitchell? Glenn Mitchell was my guitar player.
oh my gosh,
wow.
Glenn Mitchell.
Glenn.
He was
Yep.
British, right?
Yep, British, yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's so funny.
He was my guitar player, and this was before, anything had aired on One Tree Hill. And I got all of the no's.
We try to tell people how like cold that situation is when you're showcasing and you're looking at people and they don't want to be there, and they're there after work, and they're walking out early.
They put you in an environment that is exactly
fail.
opposite of what, you're set up to fail. It's a cold room. There's 8 to 10 people there, maybe they'll bring some extra people in, but you're doing your 5 songs or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And they're just going,
If you spent 2 days rehearsing for 5 songs, you know.
Well, and I think the thing with me too, where I'm different than the other artists, is I did not believe in. I still don't, like, to this day. Like, I always say, I only got the record deal because of One Tree Hill, because that is the truth. Like, I always say, I don't have the Carrie Underwood voice. I don't have this. I don't have that. And so for so long, I kind of wore that badge of, I only got this because of that, which again is the truth. And when I was doing those showcases, or that one showcase, and then when I'd go in the office and sing for the people, I didn't have the confidence that maybe someone who has been grinding for so long to get this opportunity. So of course I failed, because had no idea what I was doing. And maybe that was like my second time ever singing publicly.
Really? Wow. Really?
Yeah. My parents did not hear me sing until I was playing down in Michigan at the WYCD, Guitars and Stars or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the first time anyone has ever heard me sing.
You never sang it at home, just messing around?
When I was 6 years old, I won a pageant singing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star in a rock version. And that was
the rock version?
Yeah, I was like, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Like, that was me as a 6-year-old, and that's it.
That may be a first for me. Because everybody usually grows up singing around
here's the thing.
And
So my
your
father,
mom and dad are supportive, and my baby can sing.
My dad was a bass player, and he grew up, band practices in my basement of singing. And I never got you have a good voice, and so I just never sang.
What?
He was the musician.
Well,
so.
And one of the many things I thought was interesting in just kind of researching you is you're one of the only artists I know that's had multiple hits that says publicly, says, "Oh yeah, I'm not really a great singer." Because I was watching, I think it was The Pivot, one of the podcasts, those NFL guys, which is hysterical. It was awesome. Y'all covered some freaking ground on that. A lot of stuff, but you said that, so you really don't believe that? I mean, your voice is great, especially on the song that I was a part of, which we'll talk about later.
I know where this is going.
I think it's because of the One Tree Hill thing, and knowing that I wouldn't have gotten it the other way around. And if you compare me on a lineup of people, I think now I've leaned into the cry in my voice. I've leaned into the authenticity of the emotion behind it. So I can say, okay, I'm an emotionally maybe more authentic singer than maybe others, but am I the best vocally? No.
I think that's a key, though, and especially in country music, there are the Carries that can sing very well, but I think people buy into that more than anything. Are you genuine with what you're delivering? Yeah. I think that's what separates country from pop, especially. I'm glad that you leaned into that, because that's what people buy into.
Yeah, and that's what I ended up having to do, like, on stage. I'm like, all right, I can give a hell of a show. I'll make people cry. I'll make them, happy. I ran around the stage, acting crazy, but it was just like, I will give them a show, and they will feel every emotion, and I'll allow my voice to just, feel it, because that's how I've always kind of lived my life, is my heart on my sleeve. So,
Are you still doing shows? Are you still singing?
The only time I sing now is, Jesse Decker and I put out a song that I wrote recently, so that's fun. I do song. Lee Bryce and Jared Neiman, we just wrote a song that he recorded. Lee did for me. So I do things now if I'm like, hey, I got this song idea, I really want to do it, just to kind of rotate the wheel of everything. And I do enjoy music. I love writing. It's so therapeutic. One of my favorite songs I wrote was after my divorce to my kid's dad. How do I tell them that I got...
That's the story?
The story.
Made me cry
it
this
killed
morning.
Me. Yeah. And, I still sing at, like, One Tree Hill conventions, because, those people are the ones that gave me this career. And I'm always... So we have little concerts like that. But no, I don't go on tour anymore. I stopped that once I had my second kid.
Yeah.
But you figured something out, though. You said it, like, performing and put a good show on. It's never been like a singing contest. If that was the case, I don't think we'd have some of our greatest artists. Sure. I think just sing songs, like you said, that fit you, that you can relay the emotion in, go out and perform well. I think that's more people should try to figure that out earlier, because I think that they get so wrapped up in being the best singer, which there's no such thing as the best singer. It's like
it's subjective.
It's very subjective. Like it's always been like, who's the coolest singer? Who's
who moves you? Is
right,
what I
exactly.
always think of.
But you figure that out. A lot of people never figure that out. So
who's your least favorite?
Well, actually,
There we go.
I'll answer it.
Pass this right
I'm
on down.
actually surprised and a little heartbroken that you, for all the thrash talk and all the tough stances, like you really passed
all the YouTube red flags.
You let that go.
You see what he's doing? He's pushing the buttons.
You know where I'm at? Warren Zeters. He's awful. I'm in.
Do you know Warren?
No,
Okay.
He's just another one of these
I'm glad.
guys. He's
Is he an
actually-
artist?
He is an artist.
Okay.
He's doing okay, actually. But
Yeah.
he's like the TikTok genre.
Okay,
So
copy that.
shirt off, singing into a hairbrush in front of his truck, kind of stuff. So it's cool. Neil, who do you got?
Are you friends with Maren Morris?
You know what?
That doesn't count anymore, though. Marin, she's not in the genre anymore.
She's an
You're
artist.
trying to bypass.
She's an artist.
Is she coming back, or didn't I hear she was trying to, or is that a?
I don't know.
Well, she
I'm
just
not
made.
sure.
She just made headlines like yesterday or today.
Somebody groped her.
Summer Gropter, yeah.
She said someone
Someone
grabbed in her meet and greet. Said someone grabbed her.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I don't know her personally, but she's always, she was always nice, but we were never like friendly. Like not, I mean, we weren't like friends,
Yeah.
but she's always been.
We weren't either.
I wonder if it was like a paid groper, like the paid protesters and
Right.
stuff. Just to
There might be
create-
some of those.
Who knows?
Did you write a song for her?
No.
No.
You were
No.
trying to get a backstory. There must have been something.
Yeah.
What do you think, speaking of like the female country music industry, there's been a lot of talk. We've talked about it. Somebody had the percentage of the female artists that are on the air. What was it? It was something
low. I
like
don't remember the
8%
number.
or
It
something
was
like that.
Yeah, it was way down.
It was really low. It used to be much higher. I remember like when we came to town in 2000s, like when Trisha Yearwood was here, it was like a lot of women artists. Do you have a take on why that could be? Or maybe two questions. Who do you like that's a female artist right now? And then maybe why aren't there more?
Sure. I mean, it honestly baffles me because radio programmers would say, they're the main audience, women want to listen to men. And I'm like, but do they? Because I want to listen to women. Like back in the day, like you said, Faith Hill, Trisha Yearwood, Shadazy, Dina Carter. I mean, Shania Twain, that's who I listened to.
Lots of big.
Yeah. So it always surprised me that they were saying that. But I also love guy songs too. But it makes me sad because that was what I was always fighting up against, right? And it was a lot of stuff with the girls too. Like in that time, it was Casey Musgraves, it was me, it was obviously Miranda Carey. They always had the top spot, but there was that competitiveness with it where there's three already there, so it's like you really couldn't have room for anyone else to get up there. I don't understand why. Nowadays I like Ella Langley. I think she's
Ella's
really
awesome.
Yeah, she's cool.
I don't know her personally at all, but I think she's got a really cool tone in her voice. I like her songs. I don't know if she actually writes them or not, but it doesn't matter to me. I never, I didn't write a lot.
I think
but
she does. I think
does.
she writes a lot. Yeah.
But I think she's really cool and just like very authentically herself. And I like that. I'm not so much on the poppier side of things. I like more of the Ella Langleys. Yeah. What do you guys like?
I'm with you.
But I don't know why.
Yeah. No, I think we're on the same page with that, and that's what I was going to say. I don't know. We've had this discussion a lot, why there aren't bigger and more female artists, and I think it's because of that. There's not as many genuine artists. Like when you see and hear Ella, you go, wow, that's cool. She's different. She's being herself. She's true to herself. Some of them, I don't know if I could say that for.
Well, they're also like Lainey and Ella.
Lainey obviously fits into that.
They're starting to
category.
translate into live ticket sales too.
Yeah.
Which I think was a little bit of a disconnect, maybe with some of the, and it could be a label thing, maybe thinking girls should do these type of songs or they can't do these type of songs. I feel like we've definitely fell into a spot where we have some great women artists, but they weren't doing songs that maybe were connecting on a certain level, which to translate into a hard ticket to get you out of the opening slot per se.
Yeah.
But it's starting to happen again, Yeah. Lainey's doing huge numbers.
Yeah, if I'm honest, and I don't know, and I never want to like place blame on anybody, but I think when I was at the label, it was you can't wear this, you can't do this, you can't put this your hair up like this. You definitely, I mean oh my God, if I would have wore some of the stuff that some of these girls are wearing,
Right.
like I would have, I mean, I wasn't allowed to show anything. Like the sundress was like already like causing a whole
So
stir.
you mean because it was too provocative, or
Yeah,
okay.
they wanted to not make me be like that, which is fine. I totally respected that. But they're like, you can't sing this. You can't do this. You should sing this. And I was just like, okay. Because I was just so
Right.
grateful to be there. So a lot of the songs that I did sing, I'm like, I didn't really connect to them. Now, Got the Boy, Why You Wanna, a few other ones were obvious ones that I still love to this day. But there are so many that I did because my producer, who is also my head of A&R, of course I'm going to say yes to him.
Yes.
Because
Right.
I need him to support this.
Yeah.
And you want to be
Yeah.
successful at it.
Yeah, and I
so
wanna
it's
be successful
And
with
it's a
it,
fine
yeah.
line of, especially when you're getting started, play ball
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
until you can do your own thing. But I think a lot of female artists already have their backs against the wall in that way
Yes.
when they're already told they can't do this or they
Yeah.
shouldn't do that, and you feel like you don't have the support of the A&R and
Mm-hmm.
the promo staff at radio, and
Yeah.
so I think that's a lot of it. Like, and before you know it, you're already behind the 8 ball.
Right. And I was
Yeah.
told I couldn't act anymore. It's like, if you want to be taken serious, you can't do this anymore. You can't do that. And I'm like, but Blake's able to, he's able to go do that.
Yeah.
Like, why can't I as well? Because you started as an actress. I'm like, haven't makes sense.
That makes
like,
no-
I don't
that makes no
understand.
sense
So I
to me.
did. I stopped for 5 years, you know?
But that's a lot of labels. A lot of labels, they get new artists in there, and they want you to think they know everything that's best for you without even knowing you at all.
Yeah.
I see it all the time.
When they did a good job on the I Got the Boy.
Yeah. I mean,
She
that
Got
was
the
the
Man
song
Right.
that, I mean, I was trying to write a song about my high school sweetheart from the very beginning, you know,
Oh.
and he knew that. And so he called me to the office. I thought he was dropping me, but he called me to the office. Always scared about that. And he's like, you got to listen to the song. And I just like cried. And to this day, I still get goosebumps whenever I sing it. It's just one of those that stand the test
Yeah.
of time, I think.
Have you ever? Tim Nichols is one of the writers on that.
great.
Have you ever seen him sing it or perform it?
Someone sent me a video one time of it. Yeah.
Yeah, so we do a lot
Him
of
and
corporate.
Connie.
We do a lot of corporate shows as writers, like kind of like a traveling bluebird thing, and it's always interesting when a guy sings a girl's song, because a lot of the people out there, you can tell them all day long or all night
Yeah.
long, hey, we wrote these. You
Right.
know, it's not middle-aged karaoke, but they don't. You know,
Right.
they don't listen, and all of a sudden you see him singing this song, and the most awkward it gets is when we're at the Bluebird, like sitting in a circle, and he's facing me, and he's singing, you know, I got the boy, she got the man, and I'm like, I don't know if, I don't know if that's ringing true with
Well,
your
anytime
life,
you guys
but
want me to come out
you
and
know,
sing it there, I'll sing it.
but it's pretty, but it's a great song, you know, but love that.
Kayla, what's a song that you have with Jana then?
Oh, I wasn't even going to bring that up. Hang on. Let me see. I think I brought. Sometimes we like to do show and tell, and this. Let me just pass this around, Jim. Thank you for.
You have lyric sheets for us?
Scared.
Wow.
Just so you can
So
read.
scared.
In case we don't have time to play the whole song, you know. so.
This song
Rachel
broke.
Proctor
This
and
song
Jerry.
broke my
Oh,
heart.
Rachel.
So this song broke my heart, and I'll tell
Broke
you, there's a couple reasons why.
my
And actually,
heart.
it broke my heart more this morning when I was spending a lot of time researching, and the more I learned about you, I realized it was a complete accident that we wrote this particular song exactly for your personality and what you're going through in a lot of your life at that time. It really amazed me, because we talk about how it's a gift, you know, to have a relationship with Aldine and or Gary LaVox or Kenny Chesney or Brad Paisley, whatever. So you know them, and you know it's just easier to write for them.
Yeah.
And I didn't know you at all, and Jerry Flowers didn't know you, or Rachel Proctor didn't know you. But at the time, we wrote the perfect song for you.
Yeah.
And then somebody, we're assuming the label, completely failed all of us. What happened?
So this one kills me. Remember the little rain sticks they had too that they
Yeah.
were sending to radio? They said that it wasn't researching is what they said. The early research.
Yeah.
And what really
Got
I
me.
think hurt me in my career was, you know, my first song out of the gate was Why You Wanna, and that was got to 3, right? And then Whiskey right after, they blamed me for that failing because they said that at CRS I didn't do a good enough performance.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
nice. Yeah.
At the New Faces.
That's a good way to
wait.
So
encourage and build you
immediately,
up.
like I could cry thinking about it, but I was like,
That's very typical.
Talk about that for 1 second, because
Yeah.
we've played New Faces a few times, and that is such a label excuse.
yeah,
Nothing there affects the success of that song. I mean, people there are. I mean, you know what it's like there. They're
Yeah.
20 drinks in by the time they get to the New Faces show. And
yeah, and it's not
having
like there's
fun.
actual fans there. There's just radio programmers there. Nothing against them, but they're not the most lively of, like, some of them are. Like, if you got Cadillac Jack from Vegas, like, you know, you're going to smell his perfume or his stuff, and, like, you know, it's great. Like, those fans are there, but you also have the ones that don't like you, that don't believe in you, and that are just staring at you. And so we had, you know, Brantley Gilbert was one of the people on New Faces. There was one other person too that I cannot remember, and it was me. And my manager were like, all right, they're going to be given these hardcore, just rock things. Let's lean into the cry of my voice, the authenticity, the sad ones. So we did sing mostly heartbreak songs, and they said that I just didn't perform well enough, and that I didn't connect. And I thought I did a great job. You know, I was just like, I came off like, oh my gosh. And of course, in the moment, they said it was great. And he's, you know, Espo was like, I was crying. But that ended up not being the case. And that's where they blamed whiskey failing in the mid-20s. And then I Hope It Rains was the next one. So that was the one to, like, get me back up there. But I think it only got to, like, what, 30-something?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, so this was a single that went
out
to
radio. They said it was still CRS side backlash. And
wow, I've never heard of CRS fallout lasting that long.
And then but you know, I think it comes down to, and then also because of how they blame the radio team again, because how they badgered the program directors for the ads for Why You Wanna. They said that it put a bad taste in their mouth. So there was always just like a blame game of, like, my fault. I wasn't a good enough singer. The label team. Then we did have a death in the label and our radio team. So it was just like a lot of, like, pointing fingers. And I'm like, can we just figure this out? And that's when I got The Boy, which was the one that.
Yeah, I've never heard of a label telling an artist that the reason a single didn't work was because of your performance.
Yeah.
I've never heard.
Well, they're going to say anything.
I mean, usually say, oh, it's the manager. The manager says, it's the label. You know.
Yeah, no, they're going to put any blame they can, but not on themselves.
Yeah.
Which I think was the thing that always then carried with me too. You're still not good enough. Like, you know, you got one hit, and then it kind of fell, and then a hit, and then, you know, I could never get the single, the hit in a row. And that's what they also then said was my demise. And then Espo and I ended up having a not wonderful relationship towards the end. So, because I wasn't doing what they wanted me to do, or I hugged a program director. I shouldn't have hugged the program director. You were not, like, and it was just like, oh my God, I'm trying to be nice. So my over friendliness was taken too flirty, or this too, like, and then I'm like, I was too cold to this person, and now they're mad. Or I didn't wish the one program director a happy birthday. And so it was just like, I remember sitting at dinner, we were at this Italian restaurant, and I was just like, what do you want from me? And I was just like crying, and he was just like, you just don't get it. And I'm like, you're not telling me. Like, what don't I get, you know?
Yeah.
Like, help me. I've, like, stopped my career, acting stuff. I was like, I'm trying my best. I'm, like, beating my head up against the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fun times. I mean, love country music.
That's what label heads do, though. They're real good at placing blame instead of looking in the mirror. They're not like head coaches of football where they take, you know, this is on me. Never heard a record label head say, hey, this is on me. Never.
Yeah.
But, man, they will take the credit when it flies.
Oh, yeah. 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 100%. I had one song that my label president gave me, and he said, this is going to make you go to it's going to be wild, and, you know, it's going to be the huge hit. They paid a bunch of money for the song. It was my worst performing song ever. I mean, terrible. And then soon after that, I was dropped.
See, it wasn't my song, Telly.
I was looking at it. I mean, I was trying to find. I mean, there's some lyrics you could have wrote.
Why did you hand these out? You want us to?
No, I just
really
wanted you
good.
to have
I
it.
heard you got yourself a date already. Funny, thought you needed your space just 5 nights ago.
Keep going. I love it. Sounded great. Keep
maybe
going.
Maybe it's the.
I bet you'll take her to
chicken
her
from your
favorite
mama's
spot.
stove.
Yeah,
line.
chicken from your mama's stove. That's a good line.
Hey,
Okay.
Kayla, whose idea was this?
It was mine. And then,
It's so good,
Jer-
though.
Jerry Flowers' riff, and then Rachel Proctor helping on vocal
Rachel's
and
great.
melody.
We
and,
love Rachel and Jerry.
Yeah, she's awesome. So it was just a good solid write.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
We should bring it back. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's bring it back.
make it be a TikTok thing.
Oh, my gosh.
Because then it'll blow up. Then it'll be a hit.
100%.
There we go.
Well, guys, I don't know about you. I don't even need to vote on this thing.
You guys
while
can
we're
be in
here,
the
can
band
we just-
behind
why
it. We'll
not?
just do a whole
Yes.
like thing.
Oh my God.
Let's
All
do
right,
that.
then we'll work it up.
All you got to do is just change a couple of words, change the her
Yeah,
to hit
then
to
Tony
him.
and I can get in the writer's credit.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah, I mean,
sure.
definitely.
Then we're on board.
Yeah.
We'll be all in then.
We got a lot of stuff to get to. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back with Jana Kramer. You know what goes great with Small Town Stories.
Original Glory, America's beer right here.
You know, I've been drinking this every songwriting session today.
Man, that clean, crisp taste reminds me of summer nights on the back porch after a fresh mowed lawn.
And they're just not making great beer, they're investing in America's small towns.
Well, it's just like us. They believe in bringing communities together.
Not only do they invest in communities, but a portion of each sale goes to the veterans and the first responders and all the heroes that protect us.
For a limited time, you can become a member of the OG fam and invest in this beer at wefunder.com/original brands.
Join our Original Glory family and help ignite that Original Glory spirit.
My name is Glenn Story. I'm the founder and CEO of Patriot Mobile. And then we have 4 principles. First Amendment, Second Amendment, right to life, military and first responders. If you have a place to go put your money, you always want to put it with somebody that's like-minded.
Of course.
I think that's the beauty of Patriot Mobile. We're a conservative alternative.
Don't get fooled by other providers pretending to share your values or have the same coverage. Go to patriotmobile.com/smalltown to get a free month of service when you use the offer code SMALLTOWN or call 972-PATRIOT.
All right, welcome back to the Try That, the Small Town podcast, coming to you from Patriot Mobile Studios, powered by eSpaces. We were talking a little bit during the break. Good. So this is really interesting. Jana was on Dancing with the Stars. What year was this?
Oh my gosh. My daughter was not even 1 yet. No, was she 1? Gosh, no, she wasn't 1 yet. She was little. She was like 5 months. So that was back in 2016.
2016.
So math on that.
What a terrifying thing I can't imagine.
I think we should have our listeners weigh in. Which one of us would do the best on Dancing with the Stars?
Not me.
That would
Kelly.
be me, without a doubt.
You think?
I think you do.
It'd be me?
Yeah.
No, it would definitely be me.
You?
One of you two?
Really?
Absolutely.
You think so?
I think there should be a dance-off.
Lana, does he have...
Neil's got some decent moves. He does.
Really? He's got
It would
moves?
definitely be me.
Is it with whiskey or without?
I mean, we don't even have to talk.
Well, definitely
about it.
with
It's me.
whiskey.
Because I'm
You know what?
definitely
You know
better.
it's real
I'm definitely
dancing
better.
though, right? Not
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
you know, drunk falling around. You know that, right? It's real dancing.
Yeah.
I'd find my edge, my buzz.
Okay.
And it would
Do you
it would be
have
fantastic.
dance in your background?
I used to figure skate, but to me that was not the same. And maybe it helped me a little bit with the gracefulness of my arms, but that's it. Like
You did well, though, right, in the show?
I did the semifinals, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
so
good.
it was all right.
So you got to work. Like, how much dancing
I was
throughout
on
the
tour.
week? Like,
I was on tour, so we were flying. I would be right before playing a show. I mean, it was crazy. It was. I mean, Got the Boy obviously did great, and so it was. I was kind of riding the success from that, and a lot of about 6 hours, 5-6 hours of training
A
And
day?
then- yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah. And then right before shows, I'd rehearse it again, and then we'd fly back to California, and then I mean, it was a wild time. And then once we got towards the end, I'm like, all right, we canceled some shows because I actually wanted to win.
Yeah,
and
sure.
wanted to do good. So, but it was fun.
Were you excited to get out there and do the routine and everything, or were you scared to death since that's not what you normally
Totally scared
do?
to death. I mean, that show makes you just think you are the worst at everything in your life. I mean, it's really just, like I'm like, I suck. And like how you're
like writing with Neil.
It's totally like, I was
Neil.
the person that was just getting one word, so it's like, but I personally would love to go back and do it at this stage of my life. Like my ex was in rehab at the time. Like my personal life was a disaster.
Yeah.
And so I think that's where though it was a really good thing to get my mind off of stuff, I wish I could go back and be where I'm at today. I probably would have a little more confidence. I would have more fun, and I would have enjoyed it, I think, a bit
So,
more.
who won that year, or did you make any other friends from the...
Hernandez, she was a gymnast. I'm totally blanking on her name
That's
now.
not even fair.
That's not fair.
I know,
Yeah,
and she was
not fair.
amazing. She was so good. But I mean, I feel like friend-wise, a lot of the dancers and I actually we became quite close.
You had different
but,
styles of dancing, right? Through each.
yeah, my
week?
favorite was contemporary. I loved the
So
contemporary dance.
what does that even mean for somebody that knows
Contemporary,
nothing about it?
no
Breakdancing.
real rules. It's just
Breakdancing.
kind of
I'll
like
show you
feeling
later.
it. It's like it's not structure. Like all the structure dances.
Neil,
I
that'd
really
be your-
struggled with.
that'd be your category,
Contemporary
buddy.
was fun.
Is that where your back problem started?
Probably, but no, that was I loved the temporary ones.
Seems like
So but when did your back problem start?
When I had a baby at 40.
That's when mine started.
Yeah.
Seriously, I didn't have the
Did
baby.
you have a baby
but
at
that's
40?
when it, no, that's when it started because we were talking about it before
Yeah.
we went live.
It's a struggle. Getting older. How
Was
old are
it-
you?
Somewhere around 60.
Does it get better in
He
20
plays
years
the
from
senior
now?
tees at the golf course.
Yeah.
So
I don't
exact
remember
age.
40. That's how old I am.
Okay. That was a good time then,
yeah,
huh?
but when you're 60 or close to it, whatever, at least you can be like, well,
I am
that's
60.
why my back hurts.
I turned 60 in
Yeah.
July.
You know, at least when you turn
Last month.
60, it's like that you have a reason.
Yeah.
When you're like 45, 50, whatever, you're like, should I be hurt this sore right now?
Yeah.
When you're 60, you're like, okay, I get it.
Right,
Because
right.
you're sailing off into the horizon.
This is kind of backhanded, I think.
No,
I
it's
don't
very
care.
forehanded.
I'm used to that.
The complete forehand.
The back problem started though with kids.
Yeah. Just picking him up improperly. I'm doing
Out
an
the
improper
tub,
deadlift all the
in the
time.
car seats.
Yeah. Yep.
And that started like when I was like 30.
And it hasn't gotten better.
It got, well, you just have to maintain it. No, it hasn't gotten better.
Sweet.
He's right,
As
though.
I
Yeah,
have
you got
it.
great news
Yeah.
for it too.
When the
Yeah.
kids were
Great.
small, we go take them skiing,
Right.
lifting them on and off the chairlift. My back. So
Mm-hmm.
you're right though. It's like that. Having kids, doing all that stuff. It's what it is.
well, but there may
We're
be
in
a
line
little
for a new
there may be a
sponsor.
little
It's
difference
true.
in
It's true.
in your health regimen and say ours. So you may last a little longer and snap back. You know, so I think
TBD.
Our nutrition probably.
let you guys know in
is not
20
the
years.
exact same, you know.
Well, I don't know. You guys were talking about Funyuns earlier, so I think
That
I
was-
think we're.
yeah,
that was
I
due.
mentioned
That was
Funyuns.
due.
I mean, it's
I don't know.
Do you guys write all the time together?
No.
not
No.
all the time.
No.
No.
We write. We're on the books every Wednesday, and and we hadn't written one time this year.
That's not true. Well, we've
That
been on
is true.
tour. We've
That
been
is-
on
that
tour.
is true.
We do.
It is true.
We got next Wednesday,
Who
September
has the
3rd.
latest
That's right.
hit?
That's right.
They
do.
Them do.
Yep.
With
'cause
what?
they had whiskey drink.
Whiskey drink.
We're following your title, whiskey
I
drink.
think whiskey has been used many times.
You know, you
so
were
it's
the
not
start of the
just
bro
mine.
country movement.
Yeah.
Right.
There was
right.
probably never a song called Whiskey for a long time. You had yours, and then everybody put whiskey in their song,
Got it. And
including
who
us.
sings
We had
it?
a song called Whiskey Drink with Jason.
Okay. Nice.
We like the word town.
Town.
Aldine likes the word town.
Small,
So,
yeah, try that. Small town. Got
Yeah.
it.
Riverview town. Try that small town. Tattoos on this town.
All kinds of towns.
Right.
I've got a lot
Towns
of
work
towns.
for
A lot of towns.
Of
A
the
lot
towns and the songs, what is your favorite song you've ever written?
Of the town songs?
Of any of the songs?
Oh, my favorite song. Well, Flower States for me is
Yeah.
probably one that sticks out the
Yeah,
most.
that's a beautiful song.
And it just kind of just holds its own,
Yeah.
you know, and it doesn't wear on me.
Yeah.
You know, not to say that anything like Try That in a Small Town doesn't, but it's kind of a
There's something really classic and like iconic about the Flyover States.
Yeah.
You know, it's a song that you can listen to. I mean, you can listen to that one too. It's Try That in a Small Town, but I don't know. There's something that just feels like you in 20 years it's still going to stand the test of time.
100%. And
Yeah.
it plays that way on stage. We've
It does.
talked about
Yeah.
this
It
too.
does.
Yeah.
It still gets a massive reaction.
Yeah.
Kelly, what about you?
Much like I Hope It Rains by Jana Kramer.
right. Such a
timeless
huge hit.
classic.
Huge hit.
Yes.
I'm going to frame this when I get home.
No, my current favorite still is Try That in Small Town, just because, I mean, one, it's the first thing we all four ever wrote. I didn't even know these guys at all. I knew Neil, and so we all got to be buddies and write that, and Aldine recorded it and did an amazing job on it, and it created this, you know.
Sure.
So
Well, there was a
now
lot
here
of
we
buzz
are.
around that song, you know.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and so
I think it was great.
went from that, and now once a week we're here recording these things, making no money at all. So it's pretty amazing.
But you enjoy doing
I
it,
do
and
enjoy it.
that's
Yes,
what you know.
yes.
That's what every podcast is. I remember in the beginning, iHeart was like, you know, you're not going to make a lot of money the first couple of years, but if it's something you enjoy doing, you know, keep showing up, and then
Yeah.
How many times?
No, we have
How
fun.
many times do you think
have
about quitting?
now.
No. When you start,
Oh, then
you moved
actually,
into
I
your
was so
segment.
excited about it, I didn't. But now, what stops me is I'm actually, you know, getting paid,
yeah,
Yeah.
and I, you know,
That helps.
and
Getting
and
paid.
you have to
know.
hang in.
What's that
Yeah.
like?
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that for a minute. So when do you think that's going to happen for us? Are we really far in your best judgment?
Yeah, because this is episode 71.
Yeah, we're making
Right.
tens of dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not paying anything.
But
We're just
again,
not getting
it's
paid
you're
yet, so.
you know whoever's listening is going to help someone and give
Yeah.
them some enjoyment for the day. So it's good. You guys are showing up and doing it. I think it's great.
Giving
Let me
back.
ask a question for, I know, all of our wives. You have a Christmas movie coming out.
I do. Yep.
Talk a little bit about that. And you've been in a few Christmas movies, right?
I have been in probably every state of a Christmas movie titled.
Is that something that, I mean, are you a huge Christmas person? Obviously.
I mean, I love Christmas, and those movies are great. I mean, family friendly, so awesome. They're like, I just wrapped one. It was a Karen Kingsbury novel called The Christmas Ring. It's with Kelsey Grammer, Ben Hollingsworth from Virgin River.
Kelsey Grammer, that's cool.
He was he was fantastic, like the nicest dude. And it's great. And I love doing it. But I had just recently tested and lost on a show it was a very big spinoff show I was really bummed about. I also was pinned for The Hunting Wives, and like a lot of people are like,
Hunting
yeah.
Wives.
So
I could see you in that.
I was devastated. I was like, thank you.
Yeah, Jim, what's the laughter for?
Good laugh. But no, it's one of those where it's like, it goes to this full circle though of like, I love acting so much, and like that show is wild, and it is. So many people are like, "Oh, I'm so glad you didn't do it because it's so risque and so this." I'm like, "Yeah, but it would have been so fun to just like be this crazy character and have a hell of a time." But it's it's a lot.
I'm not allowed to watch it.
Yeah. So I think it's nice to have the balance of doing fun stuff like that and then going to go do these Christmas movies. So I did. I actually did 2 Christmas movies this year. One was with Martin Sheen. That's called The One. That'll come out later this year as well.
Martin Sheen. So how old is he now? 90s, right?
70s, 80s.
Why is everybody hung up on
I think
how
he's in
old
his
somebody
80s.
is? 80s. Okay, he's got to be at least in his 80s.
He's lovely, like such a sweet man. So that was really fun. And then I've got 2 other ones that I did. One with Steve Guttenberg that came out earlier this year.
Amazing.
And then
are any of them theater, or are they straight
the
like
Christmas Ring will be November 6th in theaters. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, so that'll be great.
Christmas Ring.
The Christmas Ring.
I like it.
Yeah. It's fun. So it's fun.
We'll be
like I
going.
like to play those characters. But I'm ready to juice it up with some, something different. So I got a really cool thriller that I'm filming next year. So I'm excited about that.
You already booked for?
I'm already got booked the offer for. So
Can you tell us anything about it?
oh, it's so good. I wish
Is
I
your
could,
character
but I
a crazy
cannot.
one, or are you a victim?
A little bit of both. Yeah.
Nice.
So that'll be
Can't
another
wait.
theaters one. I'm really excited about that one.
Cool.
So Kelsey Grammer, I would have just sat around asking him to tell us like Frasier stories.
Yeah, he had some good ones. Now I'm like blanking on some of them, but he was so nice, like just lovely to everybody. You just never know when you meet someone like that. Same with when I was working with Martin, but couldn't be nicer. Lovely dude.
Cool.
The other night, Kevin James was at the show. And me and Rich, the drummer, like we probably watched King of Queens 100 times each season, So he was hanging out, and we went total fan.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Kurt's like, "What are you guys doing?"
He's like, you remember the episode where he did this?
He's like, "Wow, you guys really like the show." I was
And he's like, actually, I don't remember that.
I was like, "Rich, maybe we're coming a little hot, Rich, maybe."
But it was
love that.
he was fantastic.
But the guys like Kelsey Grammer, I've watched those shows, I grew up with some of that stuff, So it's really, really cool. You got to do that with.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Oh.
Neil, Lana said you might have some. What is it? Yes or no? What
No,
is
I think it was either or. I was like,
Either or?
Either or.
California or Tennessee.
Tennessee.
God, that was quick.
And I mean, I agree.
I'm a Michigan girl at heart. I love
And I know she's going to say this one: acting or singing.
acting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. NFL or college.
NFL.
Yes.
That's right. Knew it.
Interesting.
Go Lions. Woo woo.
No college football interest at all. No team.
Okay, Michigan, when Jim Harbaugh was there, I watched every game, cried when they won. Like it was magical.
Really?
But now I'm good. I don't care to watch another one.
Oh,
I liked Jim being there at Michigan. I thought it was great.
wow.
Okay.
Coming in strong. Okay.
Good one.
What else is on the list?
Go on.
Steak or chicken.
Steak.
Is this
Medium.
new? What is this?
I like it.
Night in or night out?
In. I'm a homebody.
Last one.
Love it.
George Strait or George Clooney?
Straight.
Are you just saying that because of our audience?
No, I love George Strait, and he's lovely. One of my really good friends' dad is like best friends with him, and he's awesome.
He's a super guy.
What about?
You can give me somebody else though, and I could. Yeah.
Oh, no.
No, I was thinking about other either ors. Coffee or tea.
Tea. I don't drink coffee.
Ooh,
That's
no
what's
no
wrong
caffeine
with
at
you.
all.
No caffeine at all.
I knew there was something
why,
wrong with you.
Why?
Hold on, no caffeine.
Really bad anxiety I used to have, and
Okay.
so I stopped when I was 19.
What?
How do you get the energy in the morning?
I do lemon water, like warm lemon water.
Warm lemon water.
Yeah.
That's
And
not going to do it.
Does not sound fun.
Sometimes I'll do a little green tea, but that's like rare.
Do you have a vice?
Do I have a vice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, give us something to make us feel
I am
comfortable.
psycho with cleaning. Like
No, like
Vice, like
no,
a-
but my husband will say that's a major. Like yesterday I was losing. I'm like, why is this like baseboard so dirty? And stop giving him the sippy cup, the smoothie that goes. Like I just cleaning is the only thing that I feel like I can control. So it's like I like a really.
I don't like that answer. It's
Okay.
like somebody say, "Tell me something bad about you." I'm just too nice to everybody.
No,
That's
That's a good answer on the,
like
on
a
the control
vice.
thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, like wine or sugar
Oh,
or anything like that. Do you drink wine every night?
I love
Since
wine.
you have
yeah,
you
I
have
do
a
like
wine, right?
I used
So-
to have a wine.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
used to
that's
have a wine.
done.
But no, I do. I would pick wine. I like wine, but I'm a vice. Man, I used to have a ton, but I did a lot of therapy.
Okay.
Oh, that's it.
I think she's saying we need to go.
No, that does remind me though, because
Yeah.
you did talk about therapy a lot.
A ton of therapy.
And actually, I haven't finished it yet.
Oh, okay.
So
Here's
I'm
my
in
vice. Wait, can I
process
say
of-
this? Sorry,
Yes,
and I
yes,
cut you
yes,
off.
yes.
I am. What's the word? Oh gosh, when I say something, but I like. Come on.
Sounds like
Oh, you didn't pick that up.
oh, you're passive aggressive.
Passive aggressive.
Oh,
Sorry, I said
Okay.
that way
I'm
too
working
quick.
on it.
okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
I'm working on it.
It's still not.
Is that,
Really
isn't that
what
a
we're
vice?
talking
No,
about.
that's a good,
Yeah,
that's a
that's
good
good.
one.
Yeah.
But
I get that.
Still
I get
feel like
that.
crap.
Yeah.
Before we got married, I mean, I could care less where anything was, or where, if anything was labeled, or where you put
Well,
it
we're
in the
men.
pantry or
Yeah.
anything like that. And then I found myself about halfway through. I felt guilty if I closed the refrigerator door and I noticed a water bottle with the label.
Oh yeah, it looks like a
Oh,
studio
wow.
set.
And then
you know,
I would
yeah.
go, I can't leave it, and I'd go back and open up the fridge and turn it.
That's
what she
that's
did.
OCD.
But I've also helped her too.
Which I
so
appreciate
she's not
fully.
as anal as she used to be.
Yeah.
Anal backwards
Language.
spells
It's
Lana.
two anals.
Yeah, that's
Nobody ever knew that, did they?
Till now.
No.
She loves that.
Well, people, I have my little plaque up in my office, and so Jana backwards looks like anal too, and so everyone, whenever I'm doing a story from my office. But sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Kelly.
Oh no, yeah, but
I was
you're
just really fighting for advice there.
but you were talking
From therapy.
about like therapists, stuff like that, and you're very open about everything, you know, which is refreshing. And it reminded me of a song that I'm working on. I hadn't got anybody to write it yet, but it's called "Are You Seeing Anyone?" But that's the kind of a question you should ask somebody, like when you first start dating. So, are you seeing someone? No, you really should be seeing someone. Therapist. You know, like it's a funny song, like a therapist
Right.
thing. Yeah.
I like that.
Anyway,
It's
Have you
tracking like
pitched
I
that
hope
to
it
Brad?
rains. There we go.
no, I hadn't pitched it to him
You don't
yet.
have a lyric
Yeah.
already to pass out?
No, I don't have any to pass out.
You guys,
I'm just fleshing it.
you know,
Yeah.
because I did this podcast, can you guys pro bono me and like we can write a song and get me
Yes.
back up on the. And then
I like your
Yeah.
TikTok idea. That's good.
I do too.
Great.
I think that's.
Does anybody have TikTok?
I need a real. Give me a real heartfelt song.
Okay.
Love you. Thanks.
Are you serious? Are you serious, Clark? Are
Yeah.
you serious?
I need a song. I don't have a song for next year. I'm going to release the Lee and Jared one, and then I need another one. I usually do like 2 a year. So
She'd be back on tour.
We know some guys.
I like it. Like that.
We need the
Something real
exact
deep,
description of
something
what
that
you
hurts.
need.
All right.
something that hurts the soul, but it's like,
Something that hurts. Okay.
but positive in the end.
A good
I like
movie.
it. I like it.
Like a good movie. Yeah.
All right, leave somebody with the. Anybody? Who else got something? Anybody got something good?
I wanted to know, like, this goes back to the
I'm
One
ready to
Tree
write
Hill
a
thing,
song.
because I watched it late. Me and my wife started watching it, or she'd already seen it a bunch of times, but maybe 3 years ago. So Lucas, like, I always didn't like him because he's, to me, he pouted a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like between him and Nathan, I know that's their characters' names, but
Yeah.
who did you like the best? Were they everybody kind of cool or no?
So I was on the season after Lucas left, those seasons after him. So Nathan, obviously, I'm saying his name, James Lafferty's character, I liked him the most. But I actually didn't even know they were brothers until after the show. Like, that's how much
Yeah.
I didn't know about
Okay.
anything until after the show.
Yeah.
So I just kind of read, my storylines and this and that. But yeah. But I like Nathan better
Yeah, me too.
now that I've watched a few.
Yeah.
So you know what's funny?
We need to talk about the Feel Free.
Oh, yes.
Don't touch that. There's still some
Well,
meat.
so I was told, because sometimes I don't as much anymore, but I used to have, and honestly, it all stemmed from gut. So I had PTSD back in the day, right? So I was on medication for years for anxiety, like years and years and years. And then when I got divorced, most of my anxiety went away, but there was still some anxiety that I still had. And then I did this full on gut cleanse and realized that that's because it's all connected, right? So they say 70% of anxiety is actually from your gut. It might even be more. But my guy said that is also helpful. Like if I was to have a moment of some anxiety, and I've used them on planes before.
This
and I love
for
them.
anxiety?
Yeah.
See?
No way.
Yeah.
Okay, so
This is great.
I did a couple of those bottles. I mean,
I just do half of it though. So I do like one half.
drinks
maybe
3
that's
a
the
day.
Well, one half is a
So
serving.
that-
like
yeah.
half of the
So
bottle
I mean,
is
I
a
wouldn't
serving.
do more than that, but
He does.
like,
He drinks 3 bottles.
I think we just
no more
found
than
your
4.
vice.
I
No more
didn't
than
sleep for
4.
2 days. I used to
oh
do
really?
one. I used to. He
Because
used to,
it doesn't have like L-theanine. Can I say it again? It's been a minute since I've
he
taken
used to
it.
give me one of these per night, and I would do it, and I'd get really jacked up, and then I started doing 2.
Nice.
and then-
Okava.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's kind of a stimulant and a depressant at the same time. It
Yeah,
kinda
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about 3, but it does say do not exceed 2 ounces in a 24-hour period.
That's what it says.
And
It
this
always
is 2
says
ounces.
Yeah, and you can't get it unless you're 21, and we know there's a lot of people.
Wish
that
you
are
would have told
doing
me
things-
that.
It
Caleb.
also says it'll make your skin scaly.
But that's not true. I'm not scaly.
I see a few scales, but
No, but I did some research on that because they have been busting me on this. I did it because I was trying to cut back on calories and wine consumption.
Sure.
So in the evenings, it gives you something. It wakes you up a little bit. So I get a little sleepy in the afternoons.
Yeah.
And but it definitely helps, and it's natural and everything. And then they did some research and said all the bad stuff about it, which I'm not saying it's a health product. I mean,
It can be beneficial if used the right way.
What does the word natural actually mean?
But the people are having major problems where people are having 12 or more in a day, and they're hooked on it and spending 3 to 4
Yeah,
grand
that would be bad.
a month. So I can see why that would be
An issue.
Yeah. So it's like anything. If you do too much, probably wouldn't be too good. Too much water.
Everything
is
in
not good.
moderation.
Wow.
Well said.
All right. Neil, you got anything? Or are
No,
you just going to
no.
read the ingredients? Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know what to believe anymore about anything.
Isn't
I
that
don't.
true?
I
Yeah.
don't.
All you have to know is what's in your 4 walls. That's about all you need to know.
Amen.
Wow.
right.
See how she left us?
Amen.
That's good.
that's great.
Boom.
And use that.
We got to thank Jana for being here. It's it's a different crowd for you, I guess. This is weird. Like your podcast, is it usually you
Girls.
and the girls?
Yeah,
and-
mostly girls. But it's fine. I like the stepping out a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, and we do need to thank our buddy Nick
Nick
Woodard.
Woodard, yep.
And Jim actually reconnected me with Nick Woodard. Who I,
Is that the connection?
615
yes,
podcast.
because Nick's an old friend of mine, and he's a realtor, very successful realtor
Yep.
here in Middle Tennessee.
Very.
And I'd bought a couple of houses with him years ago. Anyway, we've
Can't
got
hide money.
reconnected, and then that's how we got in touch
His
with you.
wife was
so.
my music manager, and then she became like my just day-to-day life, everything. So
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's got a
Best
podcast,
friends.
like the 615 or something like that.
615 podcast, yeah.
Well, thank
very
you, Nick.
Yeah, yeah, thank you,
No-
Nick.
no
But thanks
doubt.
for having me on. And I seriously, you guys better write me a song.
Okay,
We're in.
Careful
Okay.
what you
work
wish
on
for.
it.
We're absolutely
Yeah,
in.
all right.
Jana Kramer, thank
I
you
know
so
I'm
much.
like a little, artist. You got all these like
whatever.
number
Oh my
one,
God. Don't even start.
Jason
Don't
Aldean,
even
Carrie Underwood,
start.
Brett Paisley. I get it.
Hey, you know what? I
get
feel
it.
like I'll end with this. I feel like actually the timing. And you got all these movies going on. I feel like now, opposite's true. I think having a hit as an actor and an artist will coincide now. That's what we should do. Write the single, the big hit. That's what I think is going to happen.
Okay.
And if,
Let's do
and
it.
if it's a hit, we'll take the credit. If it's not, it's your fault.
Yeah.
We'll blame the label.
You're used to it.
Sign me up. Let's do it.
You didn't perform well enough on our podcast, and which is
I
the
did,
reason
I
why
know.
the
Yep,
single
I
didn't
fell too
work.
story.
flat. It's fine.
Jana,
so
thanks
much.
so much for being
Thanks for
here. We
having me, guys.
appreciate
thank
you.
you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that was actually pretty awesome. How'd you
fun.
guys feel about Jana? I thought that was pretty cool.
She's great.
Yeah.
I thought she was great.
Yeah,
It
she's
was,
A lot to
Cool.
cover, a lot of ground to cover. She's doing a lot.
She's doing a lot. She's got. She said she did. I don't know if she said this on air or in between when we were at break. She did like 4 movies this year.
Yeah.
I mean, she's busy.
That's crazy
Yeah.
busy.
Crazy busy.
Crazy
she got
busy.
Kids and I don't know.
Well,
That's a lot to do.
And she records 3 podcasts a week.
I know,
And-
dude.
She
You
says
know,
she
I
does
mean,
it all in one day, though.
Yeah, but that's just hers. But she does
Yeah,
hundreds.
then
She
she does,
does
like, guest
everybody's
spots.
podcast. I mean,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
But I'm sure this is the top of her list.
Without a doubt.
There's no
Yeah,
doubt.
yeah.
There's no doubt this is the pinnacle.
No telling what she canceled to come on here. No telling.
I forgot. Did we? We didn't ask this, or you did? You asked her California or Tennessee because I wanted to ask her even more in depth about the change because I think she was here in Tennessee during her country career. She went back out to California, and then I think around COVID she came back and was like, I got to get out.
Yeah, when she did the Either Or in California, she in Tennessee, it didn't split second. She interrupted me. Tennessee.
Yeah.
Immediate. Everybody is now, though. Everybody's moving here.
Neil, I liked your little Either Or. You should that should be one of your things.
I'm a songwriter. I'll try to come up with more. I'll try to create some more Either Ors.
Either or.
I like the Either Or.
Yeah, we can.
Did you spend a lot of time on that?
I actually did on the way over.
I will say I was a little stunned that you sidestepped the question.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was a little, I don't know, maybe you had something different to eat or maybe.
No.
What was the
you're about to say
question?
you're a little
Something
disappointed.
I was a little disappointed. I was a
Least
little.
favorite artist or something.
Yeah,
I
like
too
I was a
was.
little disappointed. Not that you're right not to say. I was just my image of you and what I
know, and I'm
believe
sorry.
in and
I
how
know.
you are.
I'm so sorry. I'm not getting soft. Don't.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm not getting soft.
Did someone say something to you that
No.
made you feel bad?
No.
Did the Amazing DV get to you?
Yes.
No.
As you broke through the Iron Man, the tin. Is it
Amazing DV broke me.
You may have.
But I did notice when she asked it, I was a little taken aback that you.
Hold on, did she bring it up?
Yeah,
She asked
threw
Neil
it out.
who he didn't like, and he did
I
not
thought it was
answer.
you.
No,
And then we
it was
then
her.
then we went along and we said, oh, if there's any one of us
answer it.
that'll name it, it'll be Thrash because he hates everything, and he just sat there.
He just sat there, and then he didn't
I did.
answer it, and then he. It's almost like he was running for office,
Well, maybe there's something there.
maybe, and then someone asked a tough question, and he spun it, and then didn't answer it, and I was a little surprised. Not that you have to answer
Marsha
it.
Blackburn asked me to be lieutenant governor.
Okay.
That'd be amazing. You'd be an awesome lieutenant governor.
You think?
I don't even know what
Think
the
so.
responsibilities are, but you'd be
think?
amazing.
I wonder how many people out there are actually going to believe what I just said.
Do you think it was because
Let's find out.
a woman asked you who you didn't like? Were you scared to say?
Yeah, probably. That probably had a little bit to do with it. I mean, and I should have thought of Maren Morris right off the bat, even though Maren Morris is a fantastic singer. Her,
She is.
ideology is on another planet.
I don't even think anyone even cares. She's so off
They
the
probably
radar.
don't. They probably don't.
Her record sold like 3 copies.
I
so
doubt
mean-
she got groped.
I really don't
I
think
think
she
that
got
it was
drunk.
made up.
Probably some little kid actually accidentally brushed her
So
hand.
you guys, you started to talk. There was an incident.
She says that she was groped which she posted it like on social media. Like, I want to let you know I was groped. Like, come on.
I'm going to use it.
I
I'm going to
mean,
start using it. I got to let
She
you
put it
guys
out
know.
there. I was groped.
Was that the word,
during a meet and
groped?
greet? And
That's what she used,
Groped or
groped?
harassed. Yeah,
Yeah.
groped or something like that. It's like, oh come on. I mean, seriously.
It's
I mean,
possible.
It's fine.
It's
I mean,
possible.
but just who cares?
By the time this airs, this will be 5 days old. But breaking news: Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got engaged. You guys,
great.
He'll have like 5
great. catches
catches this year. He's off my DraftKings for sure.
you just lost your
I thought you were going to
fantasy
say they
standard.
broke
I'm gonna
up, but
text
that was
them.
going to be big news.
No,
I
no,
thought,
no.
Yeah,
no.
that would be huge.
No, they're
you know
just
what?
engaged.
I hope that they love each other. I really do.
They seem like they do.
I hope they do too.
Yeah.
I hope
They
it
seem like they
lasts. I would love to see love last between those two.
They seem happy.
Wait a minute.
You're a different Neil today.
It's like you imposter Neil.
Bizarro Neil.
Where are you? What did you drink or not drink something?
Yeah, no.
Did you drink or not drink something?
No.
What is going on with you? Seriously.
There's hope.
You seem very mellow.
Really?
and you're not,
seem
and
politically
you're not
correct.
and you're not
angry.
aggressive.
Yeah, you're mellow and not angry, and it's freaking me out.
It's coming back. It'll be back.
okay.
Something's
Okay.
weird.
Give me a break. Give me a day to.
Okay, we'll
you
give
know,
you a
Maybe it's the early
You know what,
podcast, like
you know.
the daytime thing.
I'm diving into scripture a little bit. Not a little bit, a lot of it.
Okay.
But not that I haven't been before, but it's just like,
So you're re-looking at your stuff?
huh?
You re-looking at yourself? Some inner stuff? Some Zen weird shit or something?
No,
You're
no
thinking to
Zen. No
yourself-
Zen. Definitely no Zen.
You start to read it and you think, Maybe I am an asshole.
I think the amazing. I think
No,
he got
I know
to him.
I'm an asshole.
I think he got to him.
I know I'm an asshole.
Oh my
Dude.
God!
Trust
You're
me.
not. It's the.
You're not.
Here's the
I'm
thing.
just playing with you.
Being honest is not a bad thing. People have a hard time with honesty,
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm all about being truthful and honest.
and people have a
Always.
hard time hearing the truth. I mean, that's just
You are two of the most truthful people I know. I love
Well,
it.
I just
I don't
couldn't,
mean it
I
in a
couldn't
bad
think
way,
of
but-
anybody that I
Oh,
wanted to throw
Neil.
under the bus
Neil.
instantly.
Neil.
It happened quick.
now you're not being
Yeah.
truthful.
You did. You got blindsided a little bit.
I did.
Yeah.
I got blindsided. Because I was really trying to think of somebody that I don't like.
Yeah.
That I think is, there's a lot of them, but I probably don't need to throw that one under the bus just quite yet.
Yeah.
Who was it?
Well, I
Save it for the next
sure. I
episode.
mean, there's reasons why that you wouldn't. Like, I wouldn't throw any artist under the bus that I didn't like, because I currently want to be on anybody's record that has a chance to get to radio. And
Come on,
make
just
money.
name one.
No, I really don't have anybody that I don't listen to radio enough to be despised by anybody.
Okay,
It-
now
but
I'm
it
the
would-
one
I
thinking
guarantee you, it wouldn't be.
Right.
Mine wouldn't be in the country field. It wouldn't. It would be probably in the pop.
Doesn't count
Field or the rap
because you
field.
don't know them.
That's true.
Anyway,
All right.
I don't think I would throw anybody I know under the bus though either.
no. Well, I mean,
No.
well, it's good to be. Everybody loves us. So
Yeah, yeah. We need to make sure we
Everybody.
thank Jana again. She's
Yeah.
got a lot of things she could be doing, and today probably
I know.
wasn't on the top of her list
I
of things
disagree.
of wanting
I'm
to
sure
do.
she can't
But
wait to do it.
she was here, and that was awesome. She was incredible. I thought
Yeah.
that was a lot of fun.
She was.
Leave us a comment. Let us know what you thought about Jana. Let us know who your least favorite country artist might be, or pop
No,
artist.
it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Leave us a review.
Let's do it.
Download the episode. Do all the stuff. Follow us on Insta, X, TikTok, MySpace.
There we go.
Got
Did
it.
you guys have MySpace?
Spaces.com.
Yeah. Did you guys have MySpace?
Facebook,
Yeah.
Facebook, yeah.
You did have a MySpace?
I didn't have
We,
it.
we had a MySpace.
Yeah, I had a MySpace.
Yeah, I didn't have it. I barely have Facebook.
Anyway, we obviously want to thank Patriot Mobile, eSpaces, Original Glory. Those guys are always amazing to us. We appreciate them all. We appreciate Jana Kramer. I appreciate TK, Kalo, Thrash. I'm
And Dude.
Kurt.
And Kurt.
Yeah, this is the Try
we
That
back to
Small Town
Kurt?
Podcast. What's that?
We're back to Kurt.
I don't know what we're back to.
All right.
Call me what you
We'll think
want.
How about good looking guy in a white t-shirt? I would call him that.
Me and you.